Yo, yo. Let's test the sound again. It's like it is just loading. Okay, there we go. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Okay, that works. All right, let's go through the requests first. So Nasdaq, Dow, ES. So basically the indices, Meta, SMH. Okay. So here we go. Let's go through the indices first. So we had this drop. Let's start with ES. This is what I had a. This was the trade setup that I signaled on Trend Capital for my my short, and yeah, it did really decently. The first TP was at these lows. The second TP was somewhere around in the middle. I had a post about saying that we did not reach particularly the 1.236, but we did hit the 1-to-1 extension, and I was not really sure how this is going to be played now. But yeah, this was really decent. It was like a 3.6 risk-to-reward ratio trade, so that was really decent. What up, Roadline Venom? All good? How you doing? But yeah, this was the recent pop-up. Now I'm of course out of the trade now, as this market has moved up again quite decently since the lows, 1.5%. I'm not quite sure what this is. This is the low here though, so there is a chance that we have just a fire wave here. There was a possibility where this whole thing was an ABC like I have it labeled. There is also a chance that this was a 3, which was one of the reasons that I wanted to short as well, having this as a potential 5. It's not really a clear 5-way, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extensions on 3rd and 5th are not that common, but again, it played out really decently now. Now, if this indeed is an ABC, it is completed a corrective structure potentially, and now we could head higher again. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's get rid of these labels here. And see what we have here. Let's go to like 4-hour time frame. So we had a major pivot on October 2023. Since then, again, we have some kind of channel here, very clear of a channel that we've been in. And look at that, like we are very close to the lows here, and this was yet another possibility to go long. I did not take that because again we had a potential of having this as some kind of topping pattern. We had divergences going into it. We had a potential structure where this would have extended further out downwards, and this would have been wave 1 to the downside, or wave A or something. Then 3 ways pull back, and then yet another 5 ways down. So that's why I didn't have it there. Yeah, we're still in the same channel, so there is definitely a ways and probability is still to the upside. We have not broken this at all, so this is what I'm going with for now. Until we break this kind of channel, then we can talk about more of the options. On Nasdaq, I did not short Nasdaq. It didn't have as clear of a structure to the downside. We had this very weird wick, 3 ways here, and then some kind of structure down. It's not really clear to me. Very overlapping overall here. Maybe this is some kind of diagonal overall here. Maybe. But it's definitely not clear. Maybe this is an ABC here. And then that corrective WXY. And then again, some kind of move downwards. At that point, I'm not quite sure how I want to be labeling this, because this would be part of this whole thing. Nasdaq looks like it hit the one-to-one extension very, very well. Got that bounce from it. But here, let's see, which one is the low? This one is the low actually here. We are again on 5-minute time frame, so I wouldn't really look at the structure too much here. On all the indices, because again it is not really reliable to me, at least. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where I would be placing Nasdaq at the moment. Again, overall, what are we in? A very sideways range. We created a somewhat significant lows on February 2024, and since then created this move up, and then we've been just sideways. If we're looking at some of the point of control, we can see that is basically where we are now. We went through it and even back tested it. So again, there is very good chance that we are going upwards. Next hurdle around 18,506. But yeah, in my opinion, I would like to label this as some kind of WXY to the downside. I know that this is not the best looking thing here overall, but this would claim that it's not done yet. This would be ABC here. And this would be yet another ABC down. Depending where we are going to be pivoting. Again, the structure here is very, very impulsive, so that is not really a characteristic of a B wave. And this was actually the low. So if we want to have it as a phi wave, we need to label it as a low here. If this indeed was a phi wave, we would need to come down and go up again, not take out the high for this to be still valid. If we do this kind of structure, I want to be probably knowing this, and my area of interest would be these lows here around 18,480. And around there I would be looking to take a short against the high. And again, here you can see the risk to reward ratios are really, really good. 1-to-1, oh sorry, these lows as the TP1, 1-to-1 would be the TP2. We don't really want to extend it too much. At that point we can be starting to risk it, that is becoming something else. But yeah, for now it looks still decent. Dow, we still have that same idea of having some kind of diagonal, potentially now finished. We can't have this as a wave 3 because it is too short, and maybe this is something like that instead, so we're not using that pivot but instead this pivot. It's not really that great. Something like this here. Get rid of that, and this would be here. So this would be 3, 3, 3. So a W, X, and Y over here. At that point, again, this is no longer valid because we would need a three-way structure for that wave 1. I'm pretty sure there is ways of labeling it there. But the issue here is, again, with the original LA wave rule set, that we have a flat or expanded flat inside a diagonal. And that is something of a no-no generally. But yeah, generally we still have this upper trend line, well, this new established lower trend line. If we break this low here, 38,520, then this whole thing is wrong. That is the invalidation for sure. Expanding for sure, looks like it. Let's make sure that it is beyond the 1-to-1 extension. It is beyond the 1-to-1 extension, so that's all good. So what are we searching for here is most likely just taking out the high. On expanding diagonals, again, nowadays, it's not really particularly clear that we need to be larger than the third wave. We've seen some publications where people are using the fifth wave no longer as a minimum of that 1-to-1, where it is the largest. So it wouldn't need to go to 40,653, but instead just take out the wave 3 top. Also, I've seen some people are saying that if we come up here, we would have some kind of truncated expanding diagonal. To me, that sounds ludicrous. I don't know, that's stupid to me, but yeah, each their own. And yeah, this is the way I would be looking at this. If we get yet another move to the downside, this might be an area of interest to long here somewhere. You could be looking just a volume profile here, look for the point of control. The retracement here is really decent, so 786 is already really good. Somewhere around here I would potentially look for a long setup. We have had a three-way structure coming down now with a sideways consolidation, so there is a chance that we are creating some kind of a triangle coming down into these areas, and then we could be looking for long opportunities, setting alert there, and then the opportunity would be somewhere around here against the lows, targeting the highs. As again, the main thing here is risk to reward ratios needs to be beyond 2. This is a 3.4, which is really decent as well. Again, so that means that you are risking, or if you win one of these trades, you can take 3.5 losses already with this one win. Russell had a similar diagonal, however, we're not close to all-time highs. Unlike we are on other indices like Nasdaq, ES, Dow, you can see that everything is beyond the previous highs of this 2021 tops, except Russell. Russell is not really doing too good. We are still yet to figure out what this is. I had a very good structure here, but again, I'm now not too sure what this is now, since we took out the high here. We took it out again here on Monday. We had that Friday, I think, yeah, 8th of March, where we took out that previous high. So after that, I'm not quite sure what this is. Diagonal seems like it is decent of a shot, but again, what is it part of? I'm not quite sure. Definitely could be a B wave of something, as it is very overlapping. Generally, when structures like this are overlapping, it is more likely to be a B wave. It's possible that we have now pivoted for this C wave. Let's see if we did tag. Oh, look at that. 1.3236 retracement of this original move here. Let's make sure that these are actually, yeah, they are pretty much on point. So yeah, there is a chance that we are looking for that C wave now, regardless of what this higher time frame structure is. So 3 wave here. Maybe that is again part of a larger, or we are still within this wave B or wave X. But we'll see. What other ones? Meta. Meta is still going strong to the all-time highs. I mean, on log scale, this is looking really good. The issue with this one is that we really didn't have loads of retracements here where you could be going for longs. RSI wise, we have created a new high here on weekly. We did have some divergences here. Well, but looks like we have broken through that as well now, and those are no longer really valid. This flat over here, or running flat, again suggested that it is a very, very strong move, since we did not even take out the liquidity that was lying before it or below it. So we had this three-way structure, did not even reach the one-to-one. So some kind of wave 4 here, and that is all I get from this. It's not really clear. Wave 4 low can be seen here as well. Maybe 1, 2. The most bullish you could get is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5. But again, it could be that we are very early on this, if this indeed is that third wave. Completely, time-wise, I don't see this becoming a third wave anytime soon, completion. If we are comparing that to this previous structure that took so long, we can see that anything comparable to that would be 2031. So that is very far away. So what seems to be more comparable time-wise is a primary wave 1. And look at the retracements here of wave 2. Let's see how much that is. 25%. So that is not too much. Let's go back to regular. 25% would be getting us back to the previous all-time highs. That would be finding support for sure. Some kind of support, I would hope. But yeah, new all highs here on RSI as well. So maybe on some kind of 3 of 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is super bullish though, because if we are looking at the log scale, this was the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Maybe this was some kind of 4. Let's see. I think the main thing here is going to be comparing. I think it is really hard to get in on this unless we have a structure where we come down now, take out this low. Then I could be seeing us look for a long below this. But otherwise, I wouldn't really long on Meta. I'm very extended already. But yeah, comparing this structure to the next structure that is going to be sideways is the main key. And that means, again, unless we don't do this. Because again, we're not sure, or I'm not sure what this is. Is this wave 4 of a smaller degree than this, or is this the larger degree of wave 4? But yeah, the only tradable thing I would be seeing is a long opportunity soonish. SMH, semiconductor, where this kind of counts 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and then extension on 5th. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, extension on 5th potential here. Let's see the divergences here. 3rd against the 3rd of 5th. There's no divergence here though. There is divergence here, which is right. This is so bullish. I mean, we would need only one more high. Create potential one more low here. It's not really clear if this is very sideways of a structure here. Three. This is some kind of WXY, I think. Some kind of complex. complex zigzag to me, because this last leg looks like a zigzag here more clearly. First one, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it ends here. Why that is important to me is just because I want to know the alteration between wave 2 and wave 4, time-wise. We have already gone... I would like to see a new low here on RSI as well. This is kind of short. This is definitely possible that it is done with an expanding diagonal, ABC. Again, a large gap here, we don't know what happened, so it can be a fire wave. Extension wise, it probably is. Structure wise, we don't know. But yeah, it's still possible that this wave 4 is not done. I'm going to be setting alerts here below this low here. So if we create a structure like this, then I want to know. Also, if we go up higher, I want to know so I can cancel my order here. Or not order, but this alert. We have a new low here already though on RSI. That is lower than this. That is weird. I don't think it is on this time frame now. Only on 4 hour. Yeah, only on 4 hour. Yeah, I guess that's that. Let's go through the other stocks. I had a Tesla long. Where did I have it? I think somewhere in here. Somewhere in here, I think. And I wrote it up in here. Wrote it down here. And then I realized that, okay, this is most likely a three-way structure of some sort. So if there is going to be a retracement, I'm going to go out at break even. I got out of the trade at break even, and then the price plummeted. Let's see. It might have taken out. Let's see. The low that I had my stop loss at. Very close to it at least. Super close. Pretty much the same. Depends on the market order where I had it. I can't remember now. But yeah, break-even trade on that one. It was worth a shot. Because on higher time frame, what the expectation was that we had some kind of WXY. We had extension targets here. We had some kind of structure potential where this could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. But it never was. At the moment, to me, this looks just like a three-wave structure going up. So I'm not really interested in longing it yet. I would let it go below here, somewhere, take out these previous lows. And then maybe something else happens. I'm not quite sure how I want to be viewing this whole thing at the moment. It might be that this is some kind of diagonal, ending diagonal here as well. But I'm not. Maybe this is a ABC instead. But this again looks more like an ABC instead, so that's why WXY fits. But yeah, nothing on Tesla at the moment. But still doing the sideways roll. 3 ways up. Not really interested in anything of that. GME going lower and lower. Oh boy. What did I have here? potential ABC down, or 1, 2, 3. It was probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a continuation to the downside. I don't know. This is probably, let's see if log scale looks any different. Log scale, we're still within the same channel to the downside. Not really pretty. It's possible that this just jumps up at some point. Technically, it's still possible. With a massive move here. If this indeed is a 3-wave, like it kind of looks like it here, then we can easily take out the low. Doesn't really matter. If it is a 5-wave, we can't take out this low. That would be $9.69. Anything else, I think, is some kind of B-wave. Very overlapping structure at the moment. Netflix, I'm still at the highs. Nothing really happening. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Very possible that it's, or just some kind of very ugly diagonal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Some kind of 5 here. 4, 5, 4, 5. Could be a couple more highs. Let's see the structure here. I mean, this can be labeled in 5. This more looks like a 5 here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I wouldn't touch this. Bowing. This kind of looks like a decent 5-web of some sort here. Check out the higher time frames. We're not taking out the low here yet, so I think this might be a actual long opportunity here. Yeah, it would be best to wait until this order block or one of these, but I could front run it. Something like this. I'm going to be setting alert here. I kind of like that. If it is still protecting this low, and this is not the 5th wave, well, the trade gets on really high. And if this indeed is a wave 1 of something, of course we would be taking profits here, based on structure. But yeah. Coinbase probably at some of the all-time highs. Not yet. All-time highs of a couple of years, I guess. Oh yeah, that was the listing price. Creeping back to it, right? But yeah, some kind of wave 4. I'm still expecting wave 5 to come. Apple, A, B, C, or 3, 4, and 5. 5th could be here as well. Yeah, the B wave could be rolling over later as well. I'm not quite sure how this ABC here on green would be fitting. But yeah. Maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 actually. It's some kind of diagonal. That seems better. One more low here. The issue with this one is that we have not taken out the lows of that A wave. Divergence here. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Let's see on daily. Yeah, I think this might be actually done soon. I could even just point out this. I'm sure people have this kind of trend lines going on here. Some of these. And this was a huge fake out that the breakout traders failed. Oh well. But yeah, if we can even protect this low, it could be that this is the new start of something still, and not an ABC. I think we had this as a structure before it as well, but it took out the high here. Amazon, still climb higher. 1, 2. I think we are still in wave 3 of something. Or 5th, I mean. Extension on 5th probably probable here. Arc, not doing too good. Still very three-wave-ish. All of these moves like here. Quite sure where this one ends. Need to go higher time frame. Maybe some kind of triangle here. A, B, C, D, E. No. A, B, C, D, E. Oof. That's really ugly. I don't know how I would be label this. This is odd. I don't think I can label this really well. I think we need to wait. PayPal. Very overlapping structure here, which leads me to believe it is some kind of corrective structure. Here we could have some kind of 1-2 situation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might be done already as well. Could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So 1, 2, 1, 2. The issue is that we have created a new low here on RSI. Create this divergence here. I don't want to see that. 1 hour time frame don't have it. So a bit contradictory. Palantir. 3-way pullback. That actually looks kind of decent, but I don't think it hit the 1-to-1 extension. Yeah. And this move up is in 3. So yeah, gotta wait for it still. In phase. That is an odd structure as well. Look at that. That looks like a expanding diagonal or something. This whole thing here, right? This looks like a move from the lows, but again, there is a chance that it was this. Mara. Yeah. Oh man, look at these like initial investments from 2012 who held 99.8% down. Holy crap. This was a 5-way move though. That's why I probably have been trying to look for a setup here. That could make sense. I was looking, I think this as an ABC here. Let's clear this out. Check it again. The issue with this move here is that it is very overlapping. This looks like a very good 3. Some divergence going here. I mean, if we want to be bullish, we would say that we have a WX, YX here. And then have some kind of diagonal here. This is the bull count. Where this would be a 1 or something. 2. Similar could be said that we have a ABC with this whole thing being a C wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very same as that wave 1. And then we would be looking for a pivot to take out these lows, targeting 1 to 1 of this move here, downwards. So yeah, 2 options. Could be looking for extension here. Maybe some kind of 1 to 1 extension downwards, and then seeing if there is any kind of engulfing pattern that we could take along against. Microsoft. I had it ending already. And a 5. I mean, if this is wave 4 already done. This is still on log scale though. One to one is so high. Yeah, I don't like that. Because we go beyond the 1.618. If this is a B wave, we need to be starting to stop here. Nvidia is still going up, or has been very sideways now since the March high. This is probably a wave 4 of something, I feel like. So this is high degree. Maybe something like this. We had a new low here. This could be actually really decent. So we have a new RSI low. Maybe an ABC here. Running. So it's not taking out the previous low. It's not really looking too good, but I feel like lower degrees are not really good on stocks anyway. 50 minutes and looking at the squished candles is better. If we do this, then I would be looking for retracement and then up. I'm going to be setting alerts here. I want to see like something break a previous consolidation area, and then we could be looking for a long opportunity from here up higher. BAC, Bank of America, 3-way structure coming down. Oh yeah, coming down. This kind of looks like impulsive. If we come down a bit lower, I'm going to be setting alert there. Because this is a very strong uptrend here. I don't think it is done yet. SMH we took a look at. Google. Similar story here, actually having this as a 3-way structure coming down and a move up. Very sharp move. I want to come down a bit lower. Here I probably want to be looking at the point of control of this whole range, somewhere around here. Just beyond or above that as an alert, and then take a look at it again for a potential bounce against the low here. and then have it as a TP here. Yeah, I like that. AMD, we had this idea of looking for that short opportunity, but never retraced. We created a new low here on RSI as well, which is not good. But maybe we do this, get retracements up, and then we can look for low again. But for now, I think this is missed. Unfortunately, we had everything like fitted up here, but that's that. Sometimes we don't get it, even though we planned it perfect. Oh well. Crypto next. Going through these a bit faster, since we've already gone through 40 minutes. I mean, this kind of looks like 5 here or something. We have divergence here. It could be that we have an ABC here. If this is a 5-way structure, 3-way potential, then this is late. We're already late to the party. No reason to look for that trade anymore. This would look like it needs more downside as well. Binance coin. Let's see this here. And this could be some kind of diagonal. It's very ugly though. It's kind of reminds more of a 5-way down, so not interested because that is more risky. Bitcoin. Few different scenarios here. Some kind of triangle overall. An ABC that I had, not really a good thing, or not really something that I really like anymore. 3-wave up here generally means that, okay, we are most likely either creating consolidation and then another 3 ways up, or that we are creating that move previous to again to the downside. I don't think this ABC move is that likely, but some kind of a triangle instead. ETH, I really like this structure still. We came up in 3 though, which is again fits into the idea of being a wave Y. It can be a wave 1 of something as well, of a diagonal overall. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, retracement, and then boom. But I like this more 3-way structure. The issue is that it is a 3-way structure, and it can just come down lower. AVAX is creating these decent looking structures, but none of these hold the bottom. So again, not really interested in that. See, most of these coins are having these, taking out the lows, going up, coming back down, taking out the lows, going up a bit. So these are, most of the coins have some kind of 3-way structure like this, like ETH had, and doesn't need to be taking or holding the low. This, however, looks like 5 of something. Might be done. We have divergence all around here now. I want to be actually seeing cake take out this high here. If we do, then, and this looks impulsive, maybe I might be looking for a long link. This kind of looks like a triangle. A, B, C, D, E. Theta. Nowhere close of being 1-to-1. Yeah. Maybe let an alert somewhere here. XRP. Very choppy, as always. XRP is. Not interested in that. Ape, nope. Just scanning through these. Not really anything there. ETC. Potential diagonal here. Yeah. Then ABC down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it has to be kind of bullish on this one to take that. But this is potential 5 here. It's very choppy though. Check out the Big X version of it. So what was this ETC? ETC. Oh, yeah, I had that as well here. I had a alert if it goes beyond the 0.5 retracements. This is very bullish here though. Look at that. It might be that I might want to be looking at a long here against this low. Something like this. So I'll add alert here somewhere just to check it out again. But yeah, I think that is pretty much that's all that we have time for now. To make sure that I had all of these covered. Dow, yeah, that looks decent. But yeah, I think that is pretty much all I wanted to cover today. Again, if you're interested in learning more LA Wave, my course is still available on Udemy. LA Wave and RSI Advanced course is not a basics course, so if you want that basics course, check out Patreon. And if you're interested in more of a signal service, countertrendcapital.com, and from here on out Discord and join now. But that's all I guess for this week's live stream. Hope you enjoyed and got something out of it again, and hope to catch you next week. Bye bye.